telecollectors, today we're going to be taking a look at Oceanmaster from Page Punchers from DC Direct and McFarlane Toys. So as you can see here, we have the Oceanmaster Orm with a couple of accessories and his trident and a comic book on the back. On the side here we will see Page Punchers. On the back we will see Orm with his comic book from Aquaman, and that it is a Page Puncher. On this side, we see Oceanmaster, the Aquaman comics. So if we pull this scale in, we can see that this guy is coming in at 13 ounces even. So let's get him out of the box and see how cool he is. Okay, now that we have the guy out of the box, we can take a look at his card. Here we have the artwork from the comic book. Here you can see it. And on the back we have his bio. Please pause to read. And we'll take a look at his accessory. It comes with 2 extra hands. He is the only one out of the Aquaman Page Punchers to come with extra hands. Everybody else came with an accessory or 2. Black Manta, the swords, the trident. Kelder came with the swords. Aquaman came with his armor and his trident. And speaking of tridents, here we have Orm's trident. This is a nicely detailed trident. We have these chains coming around the top. The molding of it. You can see the other side coming through. Yeah, and we have some light on the subject. Nicely detailed there. So if we bring in Orm himself, we can take a look at him. Now the funny thing about this character, he's not in the comic at all. This has to do with Black Manta, Garth, and the old Aqualad, the new Aqualad, and Aquaman. So those 4 and not this guy. But we have a new Oceanmaster here. So we have a nice detail on the face mask and the armor going around. We have this nice scaly armor going up and down. These boots here with some detailed gold. And we have this cape, which is a mid-range soft to hard cape, so it will allow movement, but it is attached at the back here as well as the front. Now if we look at articulation, this guy can look up pretty good, not down any really, and you have to move his head up a little bit because of these mask parts if you want to turn left or right. As far as articulation goes, you can lift up this armor here to get a nice T-pose, and his arms will rotate forward and back. He does have a bicep swivel as well as a double bend in the elbow with a wrist that rotates around. Now as far as Abby Crunch goes, he does a pretty good one. Forward, not so back, not so much forward. As far as turning left to right, he can do it really little bit in the waist, but you can use the ab crunch feature to really get the rest of the turn. Now as far as leg splits go, you can lift up his skirt pieces here and you'll be able to get a little bit because of his diaper, but forward and back's not so great either. Now he does have a double bend in the knee as well as a ball joint, and it's nice because it's kind of hid in the front, but you still get nice. Now he does have a toe bend as well as 2 holes in the rear. And now I'll go ahead and straighten this guy out, get him back on the stand. And we will see that this guy comes in right at top of his helmet's coming in 7 1/4. That means he will fit in nicely with Black Manta, who falls down. Should call him the Manta who falls down. And Aquaman with the very weak knees, ankles, and Aqualad here. Now these are all the 4 of the page punchers from Todd McFarlane that released under the Aquaman comic books. It is the same story in all of the comics. Like I said, Orm here does not appear in them, but is included in the comic line. So if you are a fan of Aquaman or of Orm here, the movies, things like that, then definitely go and pick him up. This guy is a very highly detailed figure and is pretty nice. So until next time, guys and gals, like, subscribe, and keep collecting.